Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft Evolved. I'm Accent Evolved, and we're back here. We're in our smelting room, and I've been letting things smelt over the last few days, however long it's been since the last video. Things are going pretty well down here. We've got this stuff pretty much all automated on all lines. I did want to reroute some of these belts because right now I'll just do that while I'm talking. So when I had them going straight down onto the belt below, but then I realized like they weren't exactly feeding in as fast as they could be, which while our volume is low isn't a big deal. But once that starts to pick up, ideally, we're getting as much throughput as possible. Then I'm gonna want them going straight into those hoppers. So just a quick fix. Make things a little bit more efficient while we can. Make sure I'm not overdoing it. Just like that. Oh, pulled off a force induction. It's okay. That's all right. We'll fix it all. Don't you guys worry. So quite a little bit has been going on since the last episode. Some stuff that I had to take care of off camera. Some tedious stuff, but there was also some stuff that kind of popped up that we just had to take care of. So let me go kind of bring you guys on the tour and show you what's been going on while I've been away. So we've been digging out a little bit more, expanding our area as best we can. Our infused coal is definitely building up, so it's going to provide a nice little buffer, which I'm pretty happy about. We've been digging out this way too. So you can see, we're getting into openings out there. Just general digging out work floors. Clearing out some space back here. I think one of the things I want to try to do this episode is maybe at least start laying out a crafting room for the tier 1, like lightweight machine housings, copper wire, tin plates, iron gears, all that kind of stuff. I want to make another room, maybe a room for all of that specifically, or maybe individual rooms for each. I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out, but something to craft all the tier 1 stuff and then have it belt up or whatever up to the top floor, so I can just run by and grab whenever I want to. What is this? Let me patch in little holes here and there. So that's what's been going on down here. We can see we've got quite a bit of room over in this direction. Nice little pit over here that we can overlook. So we'll kind of get to building that over the next few episodes. I'm not exactly 100% sure what the design's going to be, but we'll kind of figure it out. Let me run up this way since I'm already right here. But that's not all. We've also been doing a little bit of cosmetic work here and there. So I've started kind of laying out the foundation for all of the towers that we're going to build, because I wanted to kind of get this perimeter in place so that I could then so that I could start filling in all the floors and stuff. And since the placement of these towers was very dependent on where the floors lined up, I figured like to fill in all this extra stuff, it made sense to fill in the perimeter first. Still a little undecided about what we're going to do with these. So if you guys have a preference, leave it down below in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot. So our super construction paste grinder has been just working it. And there is something that I want to do. I want to make a couple super heists. Those will just throw... Did I have them researched? Basically, whatever the super heist is attached to, I think I did make it, will it'll get thrown into your inventory. So, I don't even know where to look. Here we go. So we need 2 heist. Okay. Are those in the cosmetics? Super heist. Super construction paste grinder. Do I not have... super, or even our regular, just some kind of heist. Is it logistic? Here we go. Okay. So I think I need at least 3. So Mark 1 power boosters. Okay, so I need 8 of those. So I'll need 16 Mark 1 power boosters. I don't know if I have a separate setup for this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something like this. And do I have any smaller hoppers? I want these. This is 10. You know, it'll work. It'll work. It'll work. In fact, let me just rotate this real quick because I can just throw the copper down, right? Because I need 16, so I'll just throw down 20, I guess. So a way to do that thing, but basically the way those work is you attach them to the hoppers. So in this case, I'm going to throw them onto the construction pace hoppers. And then what that'll do is every time I run by, get within 5 meters, so probably like 5 blocks of this, it'll just automatically transfer the construction pace into my inventory. So that's just a nice little quality of life thing. This farm, I don't know how much longer this farm's going to be going. I mean, we're about halfway done with this, and I've got 266,000 construction pace. So we'll see what happens there. You know, I don't know if I'm going to put cutter heads or anything on here, just because I don't care about the efficiency of this specific operation. But you know, we'll see. What's up, Spider Bro? He's always coming around over here. I wonder why. I wonder if we're getting an attack soon. Looks like we have 2 minutes. So I wonder if it's going to come from that way. I wonder if he knows. Okay. Let's put that back there. Oh, do I not have... I do have inventory. Why is it... It doesn't want to give them to me. Oh, damn. I'm like pulling them out, but it's not... I think there's an issue with the tricky hoppers, honestly. Oh, man. I've noticed like issues when I put these power boosters into the tricky hoppers, that they don't transfer back to my inventory. You see I only have 1 there. Let me throw this. I need to get rid of this ore. Eventually I want to make like an ore thief and a garbage thief. Well, I have the garbage thief, but an ore thief that goes to a couple conveyors and goes to like a smelting array. So it'll tie it in with the smelters that are already there, and just throw it in the inventory. I just think that'd be some a cool little feature, you know, so that if I'm up here at the top level, I can just kind of walk into, you know, it'll look like that. I can just walk into it, and it'll take my stuff out and put it into. I think I'll put a thing right here too, a heist. What are you taking? These? Okay. So while those are crafting up, something else I've been kind of working on in the meantime. I made a little organic reassembler here because I want the recombined organic matter, because if you look here, where are they? You can use that recombined organic matter to create eyes. And massive faceted eyes get dropped off bosses, I think. And we're not anywhere near killing bosses yet, so speaking of killing bosses or killing things, we got to attack them. But the thing is, these only take ruined parts, which I don't have any of right now. So I've been doing a little organization of my little storage crates here. I'll store the eyes, I guess. We have tons and tons and tons of that stuff. So, all right, how are you sitting? Oh my gosh, only gonna give it to me in increments of 1. I guess you take what you can get, right? How many do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I need, what, 6? So 6 more. Let me go. I can at least go make a couple of them right now. Another thing you can see is we've really started clearing everything out, and I've been trying to put this correct stone down as best I can. Just to, let's see, 5, 2. Just to kind of get it out, you know, get this process going, because I want to move all of at least these machines right here, this stamper plant, this primary PCB assembler or crafter. But the other thing I want to do is I want to get, maybe this lithium coil charger, have that eventually like go feed the Spider Bro on his own. But I also want to get a like a better research pod assembler thing created. Maybe even consider moving the research, because I want this process to start being automated. But to do that, I'd want to put this down below. So I don't know if we'll get to that this episode, but that's something that's coming up in the near future, because we need all this stuff to start working on defense. So, all right, let's go check on those power boosters, right? Power boosters. What do you got? How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 7. Does it not take it all or something? Oh, did I not put in enough? Probably not. There you go. Just give me one more, because I think I need like some weird amount. All right, let's go make these heists. Throw them on real quick. Oh man, so yeah, see we're getting heavies like it's cool. Spider Bro needs better weapons for us to kind of wait. All right, so I want 4 of these. I have 1, so I need that many. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, let me put this on a hotbar. We'll put it on, where are they? Heist, hello? Heist, there we go. Okay, so how these work is, I think you just put it down like right there. And you can see, right, it has 2,000 construction pace. If I run by it, it should just throw it right in. Oh, does it not work with... I don't think it works with the tricky hoppers. That sucks. Or does it not? I don't know why it wouldn't. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they need to be set on, I guess, add and remove. Well, we're getting some kind of damage done. All right, good to know. Add and remove, and that helps the process. Luckily, if they're add and remove, it doesn't really matter, because these ones, at least, because it's loud. Because these things are only going to put construction paste. You know, they're not going to take construction paste or anything. So, hey, you can see my stuff going up right there. Oh, it's just a nice little quality of life. Let's go grab some of these parts, because I love me some parts. If Spider Bro had the next, like the medium cannon on him, he would be doing real work against these heavies. But unfortunately, we need to get the biomass like up and running. What, do we get any ruined parts? Ruined parts, I can just come up here. This is a cryo hopper. Takes a fair amount of power to keep things cold, but once it gets down to temperature, it you can see the temperature down there at the bottom left. I think it needs to be about -250, and then once it is, it uses a lot less power to stay there. Come on. Yeah, see, this is the issue right here. I thought about, I think this is starting to outlive its usefulness with the one generator. Right? Is this really, oh my gosh, get rid of that. That might have been an issue. I'd like to not die if I can help it. It just becomes annoying, you know? Speaking of research, let's take a look at what we have done. So, we've done a few things. Some of this stuff requires just an insane amount of pods. You know, like that's so many. That's what. That's like 2,000 bars each. So it's basically something that we're just gonna need to kind of work on it once we have things automated. No, I mean, do I have basic PCBs on me? I know I have some. I just don't know if I have 32. Do I have? Let me see. Anything we can kind of do that's quick? Oh, I do. I do have enough. Okay. So we'll make a stack of 32. Throw that in there, and we'll just do basic robotics, or simple robotics. I don't know what that unlocks, but we'll see. So this is not, the cosmetic stuff is not the end of the story here. Let's go take a look over here. You guys can see I have this conveyor belt of power going up there, and you might have seen some stuff going on up there. Let's go take a look at what is actually going on up there. Let's go the fast way. So in my travels, I noticed, I was looking for downed drop pods. Hello? Looking for like the smoke and going around. And I came across this. This is a hive mind that is seriously overgrown. You can see like how extensive it is. So to combat that a little bit, I created this little resin farm. Very tiny. Eventually, oh, looks like we lost. Eventually, what I'm going to want to do is clear all of the blocks out of here that are not resin. Set these up to kind of get some of the, because the if you look at the hollow base, the core is actually right down here, right? So all of this up here is superfluous, basically. So I need to get rid of most of this bulk and then build a room out of like our regular blocks, these ones right here. So build a room around that core, and from there I can set up a one of two things. I don't know if these ones have it. Vacuum, no. So I can set up a hive mind agitator, which will basically make this thing grow uncontrollably. But if I have enough of these ablators and liquefiers, you can see I have I think I have 8 ablators here. Yeah, there's 8 and 4 liquefiers that are feeding into 2 liquefied resin plants. There's one there, and then there's one below this, or I guess it's right there. So like as this, they only have a range of 16, I think. So as this gets close, this kind of stems the tide. This one thing is not nearly enough, and it takes a lot of power. But we've gotten, a fair amount of liquid resin out of here. And the reason I want to create a liquid resin farm is because, A, you can basically farm it for the rest of the game. You can just keep it going and keep it going and have an endless supply of liquid resin. And that liquid resin can actually be used once we have a refinery set up. You can use that for fuel. So you can basically turn it into an endless fuel farm. And that means that you can then get rid of or use your biomass for other things like plastic pellets and all the other stuff that the biomass creates. So that's the plan in the short to medium term, because we need to get into jet turbines. We need to get into better power generation. We need to upgrade our power grid and our power transmission, because if we look here, we're starting to get the stuff to be able to make these and get better. Eventually we'll get better lenses, but eventually get better power transmission, bigger batteries. But all that kind of comes with, now this is like making it really bright, but all that kind of comes with the, oh wow, that's already done. If we look at the ultimate power grid, right? Look at that. We start getting Mark V batteries. You know what? Where is? So Mark III, I don't have the Mark III transmitters though. I wonder if I need to research those. Because the Mark III transmitters, oh, here we go. Speaking of the devil. These are the best transmitters you can get in the vanilla. Eventually you get conduits that you can put on. Oh, here's the hive mind agitator. Let's get that. Upgrade the mass storage, work floor. I don't think I want that. Let's get the teleporter. Construct a bot. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Power cord charger. I know we'll end up needing that. But basically, these are what we eventually need to make, right? Laser energy transmitters. Mark III. And we need that for a number of reasons. Number one, you know, we have this shaft of power going down. This is like a remnant of the old stuff that we need to put down there. But number two, we're going to need to start spreading out once we build up our towers. This can also go down. Once we start building up our towers, we need ways to power them. We need ways to store power, and we need ways to transfer the power. And that's all going to come with these Mark IV batteries. Huge. These could definitely be the core of our power storage in the defensive towers. But also we need we need these as buffers. We need the transmitters as just power moving. But we also need the jet turbines as power generators. You know, these make so much more power than the coal does. And with that, we'll really be able to increase our power generation and just kind of really turbocharge things. But before we can even do any of that, I need to start getting stuff automated, because it's starting to lag behind. And if we don't have our stuff going, if we don't have our stuff starting to get automated, then we are going to start suffering for it. So let me take that down. So to do that, I think we need to figure out, right? So I know I have grommets. Here we go. I'm going to need to make more of these. So what do I have? Okay, so tier 2 is over here. So I think tier 1 is going to need to be over here. And in fact, I should probably just go into this building. Maybe I should put another door on there too. You know, another airlock so that I can get in there better. I want to upgrade these to belts like that too, and get lifts down there. That's all stuff we'll do later. Okay, so the number one thing that I need to export is copper and tin. So you are copper, you are tin, right? Okay. So let me, I'm just going to do something like that, right? That'll be tin. This will be copper. Well, I might as well do one for each one, right? Because we'll find ways to use it all. And you are lithium. Now, something else I need to think about. Oh, you know what? I have airlocks, so I think I'm just gonna do it right now. I think this was right. What? No, I see what it's doing. Okay. So it needs the outer, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's build this real quick. I mean, it likes it, but I guess it still counts as a room, but we should put the walls down, right? So I guess right there. I guess that works, huh? I love these on-the-fly builds we do. I know you guys love it too. Alright, I think that's good. There we go. Okay. So we see where these are going to come out. Now, I want to leave enough space in between the buildings to kind of route things in a bus if I need to. So I'm thinking maybe how many... So if I'm going to come out... Eventually I'm going to come out with pipes, I think. So if I plan... I'm just going to place temporary belts down to kind of give me this... to space it out, right? So if I go every other block... right there, and then you'll be... right there? Right, so that'll be... if I come out tier 1 and go this way, that's where those will go. And if I come out tier 2, maybe I'll just go up and over. So we'll figure it out. I want to get this laid out. I'm impatient. So let me give it a little bit of space, and maybe we'll go right here. Same level, right? Right there. Right there. And is that right here? You guys all lined up? All right, nice. So then those will be, I'm going to mirror this wall. Is that right? Nope. Right here. Okay. So these will be, at least for right now, this will be what's going on right there. So, okay, let me move this, because we're going to want this stuff coming in. But this will be the start of tin, yeah? Yes. Tin and copper. Let's at least try to get that stuff moving in the right direction. Okay. So let's go look at the first thing that I want to make. And I'm thinking it may be something simple that uses both of them is this belt maker right here. So let's get rid of this. Just take all the things. I hate that I just picked up those basic belts. Is my inventory full? Of course it is. Of course. This game doesn't let you pick up anything if your inventory is full, even if you have the same type in there. So, store all this stuff. Let's make some eyes real quick. Or lenses, I mean. Because we... actually, I think I might need the eyes for crafting other things. Alright, well, we at least got that. I want a couple 500 slot hoppers. Because I want... That's kind of how much I want to be able to grab at one time. So, okay, let me make a couple more of these. And let me just make like 4 of those. Alright, while I'm up here, I'm also going to drop off my ruined parts. There's no easy way that I know of to just move them over other than like putting them on your hotbar, and I'm not really about to do that every time. Let's see. Alright, well, that's that. Do I have all this stuff? So I have the basic 100 slot hoppers. I have the vanilla hoppers too. I have the belt crafter. I have the basic crafter. You know what? Let me get... Do I have... Oh, these will be okay. Actually, maybe I'll just stick to hundreds on everything. I think I'll do that. And that didn't require power either. So... you know what I want to do, actually? We will need power in there, but because I want to use... Where are you? I want to start making these too, but... Matter movers. How much do you cost? 150 a minute? That'll be fine. Let me just have 5. I have power storage blocks. I do. Okay. Let's run down there. Let's see if we can't figure this out. I'm going to do this. Let's run through here. And another nice thing is we can always double up these outputs too if we need more throughput out here. Something else I can do is I can always put a hopper right down here in the middle and use that to pull off and go that way too. So we got a lot of options, which I'm pretty happy with, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna come in with, this is tin, yeah. So tin, let's say right there, right? Maybe one more. Arbitrary distance, right? And that's going to come to... Oh, let me put it in a vanilla hopper, because those are always nice to have. Vanilla hopper. Okay. Boom, vanilla hopper. From there, we're going to go out and out. Do I have stampers? I know I have one, but do I have... I want 3. I have 4. Okay, perfect. Let's just do that real quick. I'm just throwing this stuff randomly onto the ground here. Okay, so then those are going to also go into one of these. Because we need that. Okay, next we're going to be getting in the... Let me think here. We're going to be getting in the copper, right? So the copper... Let me kind of center this where it's going to end up. So I'm going to put... Oop, not a hopper. This, well, yes, a hopper. This hopper right here. I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put one right here, right? So this is going to be remove. This is going to be remove. This is going to be remove. I'm going to put down a, not iron gear crafter, but a conveyor crafter. I'm going to need this crafter. I'm going to put these stupid belts in here that I hate. Okay. So this is going to want tin plates. So that's no issue. This is going to want copper wire. Right? So I can just go out like that. Nope. There we go. Didn't need to rotate 1,000 times. Okay. 100 slot hopper right here. Actually, I could just use like a logistics hopper. No, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Add only. One other thing I'm going to need, though, is... I guess I'm going to put down a power. And then a matter mover. Right? So, that'll go there. But this is going to go... up. Nope. I need it like that. Right? That's going to beam straight up. Wow, I didn't realize we were passing the line here. Maybe I can make this more compact. I'm going to figure out this layout, the logistics of this, and then I'll bring you guys back once I figure that out. All right, we're back. So I'm running a little low on belts, and I tried to condense this as much as I could. Let me give you the little layouts, right? So we have copper, tin coming in. Or I'm sorry, yeah, tin right here. Tin goes right into triple stampers, goes into this hopper. Copper comes into this hopper. Let me get remove only. Splits, right? So, in fact, let me kind of move that up. So basically, the basic conveyor crafter gets tin, and the extruder gets tin because it needs copper wire. So this should just kind of auto go. They'll go into this hopper, which will then just get matter moved up to this hopper, which will run up, and there's a logistics grommet up here, to which I'll put another belt and a hopper on the top side. So the other thing I need to do is get power to this. Yeah, let me hook this up in the back end first, because that way this can at least start working. And hopefully I can get some bars or get some belts crafting, which will then let me finish off the rest of it, because as you can see, I have one belt left. So this is a good start. Let's kind of watch it in action, just to make sure everything works. All right, so I'm gonna actually rotate that because I have 3 more basic belts that I want to get out of my inventory. But, yeah, I mean, we're making conveyor belts, like, no problem. Excellent. So, let me just throw these in. I can rotate that back, and just like that, we just automated our conveyor belts. That, you guys don't understand how happy that makes me. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And there's enough storage here that these could all back up quite a bit, and, you know, not affect the production right in here. So I'm gonna need. So I brought. Let me show you guys. So I ran the infused coal from this junction right here out there, and the goal is, because there'll probably be another room right here at some point for the tier 2 stuff. You know, maybe it's going to go out that way. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. But in the interim, what I'm going to do is just run it along the ceiling into this hopper, and then down this hopper into the hopper that I have right here. That will power the generator, that powers the battery, which powers the matter mover. Eventually, like I said, once we start getting the power going, we can use this to, like, we can use the matter movers to kind of get rid of our belt dependency. What I originally wanted to do was just have the matter mover go straight up, but when I take this block out right here, it actually is that is the wall that you can kind of see going. If we look up here, it's the base wall, the inside of the base wall. So that wasn't going to work, so I moved it a little bit farther this way. Once it's up, we have the ability to move it again if we want to. So none of this stuff is super permanent, but you know, it's permanent enough. So now the hard part is going to be, I mean, I know this can come out to like here at least, but we're going to make sure this is lined up correctly. Okay. And then, it kind of sucks that these are lined up in case I ever have to come out of it, but I guess it's not the end of the world, right? Because I could just do this, and then eventually it'll get what it needs. And am I literally one short? Okay. Alright, so we'll let the power kind of come in. Let's we need to make sure, proof of concept, this should be lined up correctly, but we'll obviously know once we start seeing the belts come out. So moment of truth, let's see what happens. Getaway progression. Okay. Attached storage hopper is empty. Okay, so I probably need to do it add or remove. Add and remove. Oh, there we go. I think this will be okay. And it looks like the power is not even really affected. Excellent. Okay, so let's run up top real quick. I'm gonna run up top and I'll meet you guys up there. Okay guys, so it looks like this is the logistics grommet right here. Yep, sure enough. So for now, I think I'm just going to come out a little bit and just literally plop a storage hopper. And just like that, we have automated conveyor belts kind of coming up, you know, whenever. This is where the hopper is, I think it's right under here. So if we look down, we can see the hopper, right? So that's where that is. And now we've just got that going. So that's one thing gone from the top. I wonder if there's anything else we could do quickly. This is a lightweight machine housing crafter. You know what? Let's see if we can't get that going too. Maybe I won't have it come all the way up to the surface, but I'll have it at least doing its thing. Let me grab some conveyors since I can. Alright, let's see if we can't plan that out. Oh, this is so nice. You guys have no idea. Okay, so there's that. So this is tin, right? We need tin to come in somewhere else. So what I think I'm going to do... Where are my logistics grommets? Oh, I think temporarily I'm just going to double up the bus right here. Throw a hopper... maybe right here. Throw a hopper right there so that I can just go in. And then I guess I'm going to go... Well, I have options, right? If we extend the ceiling out, which I think we might do, then I can just go out that way. But I need to get this line of tin into an open spot, and I don't really want to go left. So my options are to go kind of right and back, or just kind of jog it and go over. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something like that. Right? Maybe just something like this. But nothing, maybe, oh geez. We're here, rotating everything. Okay, so maybe like right there, right? So we're just going to kind of jog over. Maybe to right here. And then we'll jog back this way. We'll go into a hopper, which will then move out into stamper plants. I'm kind of building this stuff in close together just for the sake of doing it that way. And then this will also be a hopper. This will be remove only. And that will go into a lightweight machine housing crafter, which will then go into a 500 slot hopper. And just like that, we have lightweight machine housings ready to go. I might be able to set up it. I could probably play with this to where I put a matter mover right here, have it come up right there, and just follow them over. I don't know if I'm going to do that right this second, but it definitely is a possibility. And this, I think, I need to go check and see what our tin is looking like. But I'm wondering, okay, so we're producing tin as fast as we're using it. So that's good. You can see like the slots are instantly full. I'll have to let this run for a little bit and see if that's just because we have so much stocked up in here, or if these are just pumping them out. Yeah, these might just be pumping them out as fast as they can. So that bodes well for us. For copper, I'm going to need to set up some copper wire. What else? I don't know what else other than what we already have going. I love this. I love that we finally have that happening. And we can, like I said, there's definitely ways that we can, look at that, 11 lightweight machine housings, love it. There's definitely ways that we can, make this more efficient, set it up to where we, maybe we have two of the crafters going, or maybe even three if we're producing enough bars. But for now, this works. Yeah, so I think on that note, I'm gonna call this an episode. If you liked what you saw, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, throw them down below. I try to answer every comment and question that I get, so if you want to know something, just throw it down there. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.